Hello? Can you guys hear us now?
Because I see the desktop audio. What does that mean?
That's desktop. That's
Oh,
like,
okay.
yep. Hopefully you guys can hear it now. All better.
Yay!
Cool.
So should I
Oh, I
should I
like that.
retell the embarrassing story
Yeah,
of
you
you?
can tell the embarrassing story.
So Tag was making fun of me because I was saying something and I got all tongue twisted, and so that made me think of a fun behind the scenes story that, unless she doesn't edit it, you guys wouldn't know about. But we've started thanking our awesome editor Sadell at the end of every episode, and Tag wrote a little sentence as what we could say, or just to kind of give us an idea of what to say. Tag wrote it, but every time he reads it, what's the line, Tag?
Thank you to our editor Sidell for masterfully editing this episode.
I don't.
something like
It's
that.
you always do like masterfully editing.
Editing.
Yeah. It trips him up every time. And James is always doing trivia. It just happens because we swap every other week. And James is always doing trivia and is always up here. And so James and I always just like bust out laughing because you have to say it usually like 3 times.
Thank you to our editor Sidell for masterfully editing this episode and making sure all the show notes are posted.
Good job.
I don't
Tag.
know why I can say it now, but usually I say masterfully edited.
And we always just get a kick out of it because it's like the thank you to the editor, but sorry, we're making you edit this part.
It is what it is. That's okay.
It's funny.
To
It's
you,
also at the end of the show, so I think we're like tired, so that probably falls into why you
Sure.
always get tongue tied.
Sure.
But it's a hard line to say, masterfully editing, unless you like really think about it and intentionally pause between the 2 words. It's hard to say.
I also want to say, Teresa wanted us to be gussied up, if you will, for
Just a little bit
Halloween.
of theme.
So let me. Oh,
Whoa.
there we go. Let's see. Gotta get it to look right. Is it?
Do your hair. Yeah, you're good.
After our hangout we did before this, I realized that it also has hair on the back.
It does. You know what is even like more perfectly in theme since the movie just came out this year. So this set
What if I
of
do
ears was
There we
this
go.
set of ears was, I want to say, either
I look like Mad Hatter.
like the end of 2018, 2019. For sure you were gifted a
This
set
is
of
probably
these
one of
in
our
2019s.
This is probably one of our first.
You got a
things that we
you were
got.
given a set. I don't know if it was this set or not, at our first ever meetup.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Along with, like, it seems like all that first ever meetup stuff we had was is actually over on our shelf here because like we
Yeah.
have they're not on the
No, yeah. Ace and his wonderful wife.
wasn't it? This is Halloween themed.
Yep, that was mine. That's what.
Halloween themed.
Yeah, Ace gave me that, and then you had Mickey and Minnie. So this was. Ooh. Hang on, I gotta.
I still don't know how we got all this home.
We had to get an extra suitcase because Tag and I were both very in love with our the boxes. And look at the back of the box. I should have it set up like this as a like a Halloween decoration.
Well, this is very close to the fan that I'm like worried.
This is I think that probably happened when in
Sorry.
travel. In transit. Anyways.
No, I'm talking about the fan up here.
Yeah.
Like I'm worried that it's like close.
But anyways, there's
I don't know what else we-
some fun stuff. So, is everybody excited for Halloween? That's like a week and a couple days away. I'm a little sad because we record on Tuesday nights. So maybe most of the trick-or-treaters will be through by the time we record, so I can hand out some candy
Do we
before
need to
we're up
record
here.
on a different night? Because
We don't have to. Unless you want to be
well,
home to hand out candy.
I love being home to hand out candy.
Okay, let's record on Monday then.
Yeah.
There, we'll record Monday, so then we can hand out candy.
Let me move it in the calendar because otherwise I will forget.
Vern and I are the full-size candy bar house. So if
That's
anybody
because you guys don't get anybody,
lived
right?
in the area, you could come get full-size candy bars from us. Also because Vern just wants to eat the full-size candy bars. Last year, we bought a box of full-size candy bars from Sam's Club, and Yeah, a box. And before Halloween was even here, we had to go buy a new box because Vern made his way through all the candy bars because he was taste testing them for the trick-or-treaters.
You get on Vern all the time.
I just find it so funny. Because, like, I can't eat an entire box of candy. He's got the world's crazy fastest metabolism from all of his running and all of the walking that he does being a postman. He walks, like, his route is 10 miles of walking a day, plus he runs every day, too. So he's got a crazy metabolism.
We were talking about this with somebody recently
so he's allowed to eat all the as many candy bars as he wants.
I apparently need to run more because then I can eat all the candy I want to eat and not feel bad about it.
What do you guys hand out for Halloween?
Us? So I'm always on the fence because I want to buy bags of candy of stuff that we will eat.
Oh, sure.
Because if we don't give it all out,
But then you'll eat it.
but we've been giving it all out. So what we did this year was when we went to go get our COVID/flu shot at Walgreens, they had a buy one bag, get one bag 40% off sale. So we got 2 bags of stuff that we don't really eat, but it's still good candy.
Mm-hmm.
And then we bought 2 bags of candy that we eat. And one of the bags is already gone of that
Do
one.
you already go through all of your Oogie Boogie Bash Halloween
No.
candy?
So here's what happened. So our exchange student likes to eat the candy. So we bought this bag of Halloween
It's always the
candy
exchange
and we
students.
put it on the table and he ate most of it.
Sure.
And then I came home with the Oogie Boogie Bash and I took all the candy I like to eat out of Oogie Boogie Bash and I put that in that little like the magic key bag that we got.
Yeah.
And then I put the rest in the candy jar on the table. Almost all of the candy from Oogie Boogie Bash is gone now, and but not mine. I've only eaten like 4 pieces.
There you go. So for those of you that think Vern and I spend like ridiculous amounts of money on Halloween, we live in the middle of a block, and I think we're the only people on our block that give out candy and do Halloween stuff. And it's always a bummer because we have all of these really awesome carved, but like we go all out with like carved pumpkins and we have an inflatable in the yard and like all sorts of fun stuff. So we're trying to like bribe people to come see us because people like I will sit on the front steps and watch children on either block look down and not see any lights because it's just us, and then they just keep going.
But you've got some people in the corner that decorated really
yeah,
well.
Yeah, so we've got new neighbors that started decorating, so maybe we'll have more
I
foot
hope
traffic.
so.
So we're trying to entice we're trying to get a good reputation so we get more kids to come down to our house and trick or treat with us. So yeah, so we do our Sam's Club here it's a box of 30 bars for $25. So
that's not bad.
We buy like 1 box. So
That's not bad.
oh my gosh, Olivia, her boyfriend insisted they're prepared for Halloween and they bought 2 Costco king size candy bar boxes and they live in an apartment with a gate. So they had 0 trick-or-treaters.
Oh no. I wanted to understand Lisa. Lisa said that she gets hundreds of kids.
See, yeah, Lisa said the old neighborhood. That's exactly where we're at. Like the first year we did trick-or-treating, we ended up we would count because that's how excited we were to see children. That sounds weird. But it was like 6 or 7 kids. So we're like, well, I mean, we may as well just buy the good stuff because we're not having to give out tons. So we're trying. Last year, oh my gosh, I laughed so hard. It was somewhere, it wasn't us. It was some other house that was really wanting trick-or-treaters. So they had yard signs like all over town saying this address, full-size candy bars. I'm like, okay, we're not to that point where we need to go like put signs up.
So we got 2 of these. It has Skittles, Snickers, Twix, Starburst, and M&Ms. That's the one we're going to give out.
There you go.
Because I don't mind them, but I don't want a whole bag of them. I don't really eat any Skittles at all, ever.
I love Skittles.
I will sometimes eat Starburst if I'm in the mood, and generally M&Ms are like fine, but they're not something that like I crave or go after. Now, Snickers and Twix, love both of those. Trying to see what other bag we got, because the other bag we got was a big like Reese's bag because we love Reese's stuff. So it had it had peanut butter cups.
Take fives and whatnot.
It had a peanut butter cup that looked like a pumpkin. It had
Fast Break, that's what
it had regular like cups like Reese's cups. And then it also had Reese's Pieces.
There you go.
Oh, and it had the white chocolate Reese's, which I don't really like, so Maro can eat all those.
There you go. Another funny thing that I need to share with
Right here.
everyone. There you go. So last year, we get the box of chocolates. I always want to have like an allergy friendly option, so I got
You guys think so well.
So I got fun dips. So if people had like either lactose intolerance or nut allergies, they could have they could get fun dips. And then just for fun, because again, we don't get that many trick or treaters, so we have to keep it entertaining for ourselves, is we put the full size candy bars in a bucket, it's like a big witch's cauldron, and we put it in front of the kid so the kid can grab whatever they want out of it. We had, I think it was $1 bill and a pack of ramen noodles just to see. Do you know how many children chose ramen noodle? Too many children.
Really? Like didn't take the candy, but
they
took
didn't
the
take
ramen
the
noodles?
candy. They didn't take the money, but they took the pack of ramen noodles.
Why did you do this?
Just 'cause Vern likes to do weird stuff like that just to see like what are they gonna like. He thinks it's funny.
Do you know what I
Not
miss?
thinking that anybody's gonna take it, but then kids were like excited about it and taking it, so we had to keep restocking
Do you know
our
what I
ramen
miss?
noodle.
I miss the creativity that people did for COVID, where people had shoots, like they'd send the candy down like shoots and stuff.
Yeah.
I loved that. I wish
just-
we could do some of
I
that
just had a
still.
little. I put a table out and like had little baggies of like
Aw.
little stuff. I don't know if anybody stopped by and took any or not, but Bonnie decorates the yard. Ooh, you're going to California.
That's for a
Very,
longer
very
trip.
fun.
November 13th through the 21st. That's going to be a
That's so
good trip.
exciting. Super exciting. You'll get to see Haunted Mansion Holiday, plus the rest of the holiday stuff. Oh, very exciting. But yeah, the ramen noodles I saw something on social media somewhere where people were doing the same thing, but it was a potato. Instead of ramen noodles, they put potatoes in there, and kids were taking the potato. I think just because it's funny and it's not expected, and that's why kids
I guess.
think it's hilarious and grab it. I don't know. You got to have fun with it, right? But anyways, so on the topic of Halloween, we wanted to see and be available for anybody that had questions for us about either Oogie Boogie Bash or any part of our trip. If you have any questions about like the Disney Anna events, the show and sale, anything that we did while we were at the parks, or if you wanted to kind of hear more of our thoughts on Pixar Place and the new DVC Tower, we're totally welcome and inviting any and all of those questions. So I don't know if maybe we covered it all and you don't have any questions because we talked a lot about it already, but maybe you still do. So
This is a great opportunity to talk back to your podcast.
it is.
And get any questions or anything that you might be yelling into your podcast player of choice. I was doing a podcast with Eric from Concierge, and he was talking about how he's gone from talking to his podcast person to now he does enough podcasts that he actually talks to these people in real life. And so he thinks it's a trip that he used to be an avid podcast listener to all these folks.
Funny.
And now he gets to just talk directly to them from time to time.
It is weird.
The thing is I have never. Other than Lynn and Ken from the Sweet
You were
Spot.
all excited about the first time we had
Oh
Lynn
yeah,
on, you were so
because I
excited.
had listened to them for a long time.
So excited.
So Lisa, the new Pixar hotel, it's cool. I think it gets a bum rap because we talked a little bit about it on this last week's episode, but basically. It's got a nice like little bit of touches, but it's kind of a blend between like a kind of more generic hotel with some Pixar touches. But I still think it's really cute, and I agree with Teresa, which was saying that they should have more of a themed eatery, like a Pixar themed eatery, because you've got things like Ratatouille that you could do something with.
Yeah.
What were your other? You had other suggestions too, but Ratatouille was the first one that popped in my head.
Oh, Harryhausen's. The
Harryhausen's
sushi place would have been amazing. So the theming before I think was kind of like generic California. Like I don't know, it wasn't super Disney. However, the restaurant was a Disney restaurant and they did have a character dining type thing there before. But yeah, what was it called?
That's what I was trying to figure out. Did it have one?
there was a restaurant before, but it was kind of like it was kind of going off the California Adventure DCA 1.0 kind of vibes. So it was kind of more like beachy themed. Yes, some Disney accents in there too, but just a little different. What the heck was it called?
I'm looking. Surfside Lounge?
Yeah, that may have been the no. I'm talking no. I'm the whole hotel. What was the hotel called? I'm like blanking.
Oh, it was the Paradise Pier Hotel.
That was at Paradise Pier. Paradise Pier Hotel. The California Grill, Lee, is actually in Walt Disney World in the Contemporary. Isn't that the restaurant that's on the like top floor?
That's true. Yep.
Yep. But you stayed at
The Paradise Pier
Paradise
Hotel?
Pier.
Once. I don't remember anything about it except for
Do you remember like
we
decor?
booked it the wrong year. No, because this was right after California Adventure opened, a couple years after California Adventure opened, and it still felt very much like the Pan Pacific Hotel, which is what it was before Disney bought it.
Oh, okay.
So it used to be the Pan Pacific Hotel, is what it was called. So anyway, and it was fine. Like the rooms weren't anything to write home about because again, it wasn't originally a Disney hotel. They just kind of threw some like Disney artwork on the wall, and we had a theme park view room, which was really cool because at like 2 a.m, I'm looking out the window, and this is when the Maliboomer was still there, and I could see the flashlights of the maintenance guys like climbing up the tower. It was pretty cool.
So
Hold
Olivia and Bonnie. Unfortunately, we didn't really have very much food in the parks this last trip.
No.
As far as Halloween or fall themed items, I think our favorite wasn't a food thing. It was that pumpkin chai iced tea that was back at the Hungry Bear. Because for
was
food,
good.
what did we do for food? We had brunch. So we were only in the park one day. We had brunch at Pixar. No.
At Lamplight.
At Lamplight. I'm getting myself so confused. We had brunch at Lamplight, so we just had stuff that's there if you do brunch.
We had dinner at
any time of the
Plaza.
year. We had dinner, at Plaza Inn, which we did have. There was like a Halloween cake thing.
That wasn't that great.
Which was, it was okay. Oh, the Witch of Westview's cold brew was very delicious. I really enjoyed it as a cold brew. It was,
still
it was
too
too coffee for Tag. And then we did the dining package at Wine Country Trattoria for Oogie Boogie Bash.
Which that meat, we got the steak.
The dinner itself was delicious.
PCH Grill, Lee found it.
Yep, there you go. The food itself was delicious. I thought the dessert that came with it was just okay, kind of like the Plaza Inn dessert was. But I'm trying to think, we didn't really have any Halloween specific snacks even. The one snack we did was the pretzel garlic cheesy bread, which is...
How did we not have this before?
I don't know how you didn't have
Teresa
it.
was judging me so hard.
Because it was there in August, and I messaged him. I was like, hey, are you going to get this? And he's like, no, I don't think so. And I was thinking to myself, what? But I didn't.
Because I thought you were talking about a Maurice's garlic knot thing that like doesn't have as much. This thing, okay. The two things I've been most impressed with the last couple trips that I've tried new is this garlic pretzel twist thing, which I highly recommend anybody who likes pretzel and garlic and cheese get it.
And it's warm.
Yeah, it's good.
And it's gooey.
And the other thing was the flop over from Toontown, because that is also very good.
The pizza flop overs are very good too. Like, it shouldn't be as good as it is.
Olivia, see?
They're so yummy.
It was so good. In fact, we were going to go eat dinner after the parade, and we were eating this while we were waiting for the parade to start in Disneyland. And I was trying to talk myself out of, which I did, to go get a second one, because Teresa and I shared the one.
They're big. They are big. So they're good to share if you just want it as a snack, or you can get one for yourself, and it could be a meal on its own, because it is that good of a portion size.
So,
the thing that I think is amazing, though, is the marinara sauce is warmed up.
So, Bonnie, you're asking about your must-do food in San Francisco.
Oh, no, Lisa.
Lee, did you try stuff in San Francisco? Are you able to speak to that at all? Because we didn't.
I'm really excited about the birria noodles. I don't remember what the dish... And there's a drink there that I'm very excited about, too. There's a coffee. But, yeah, we didn't do any food when we just walked through.
And Olivia.
Olivia, what have you had from San Francisco? And what were your thoughts?
Perfect snack for Lion King show. And it's on mobile order. I didn't even think of that, yeah. Oh, Lisa,
Apparently
I'm so sorry.
the birria ramen is so yummy.
I gotta
soju
look up a
drink.
photo of this quick. I'm
The
gonna move this
ramen?
over here. Yeah, I'm sure I've seen a
I think
picture, but I
it's.
just want
I
to
think
refresh
that's one
myself.
of the things that people have said are quite spicy. Joanne can confirm or deny that for us, but I think I've heard that one has been described
that
as
makes
spicy.
me sad.
You can try a taste of mine when I get it.
You know
I'll
what?
Get it.
You know what? I just need a beverage. I just need
a beverage.
a beverage.
They have that same that drink that you really like.
I
I'm
will.
trying to remember what that drink was.
I will just
It's still on the menu though.
eat the spicy food and then drink a beverage.
You can get the Baymax macaron.
Oh, those look good too. The pot stickers. Okay, what's the? I'm looking for the ramen.
Nope, you're not there yet. No ramen yet. That you're that you tried that thing, the Thai tea with brown sugar.
Oh, that was
you
really
tried that,
good.
You really really liked that.
That was really good.
Joanne,
I
that
also
was very
wanna try
nice.
this.
She said, "If you're spice sensitive, have a drink available." Tag is spice sensitive.
Yeah, and actually, this chai
you
tea
had it?
will be.
There you
It's
go,
got
and
like a
it's creamy.
milkiness to it. Yeah, so that'll
There
be
you
good.
go.
Where's the
Ooh.
ramen?
I don't think they don't have a picture of the ramen.
What?
You've already went.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Is that it?
No, that's the soba noodle salad.
That also looks good though.
That's cold. I don't think that one's spicy. There's my cold brew. They don't have a picture of the ramen
Okay,
on the
well,
Disney Parks
I'm
blog
sure
website.
that if I duplicate this tab and go back, I'm sure the Disney food blog or something has it.
It's it
Oh, is
looks
it this?
So good. Oh, there you go. The soba was not spicy. So there's a safe dish for you.
Was that what I
And
was just looking at?
Olivia gave it a 10 out of 10.
Okay. Okay, good. Whew.
So even better. Fresh grape mixes.
I'm just
Veggies.
trying to. Oh, is that it?
There it is.
That's the beef pure.
You can have the egg.
I'm slightly less excited about it now that I see it.
That's the soba noodle.
They
No,
made
that's
okay.
the
You'd be
udon.
proud of me. So at work this week, they always do these chef specials, and they do two of them. They do one on Tuesday, Thursday, and one on Wednesday, Friday. And they did the Polish dumpling thing.
Oh,
that was
that's
really
right.
really good.
Pierogies.
But the other thing that they did was a Vietnamese meatball.
Yum.
And the meatball itself was just fine. Like it wasn't like it was good. It wasn't amazing, but it was good. The broth they put it in was so amazing. I was drinking it at the end when I had like eaten everything. But there's spice when you just have the broth. Because with the other ingredients it like cools it down. But as I'm like slurping this, I'm like, oh, this is a little warm. Okay.
Lee tried
the soju drink.
Lee tried the food at Lucky Fortune, and it was good. Bread
the
bowls are
citrus
good. There's a
cocktail.
curry one. I also want to try the honey lemonade.
Here's my problem. They keep having
wanna try
things
all of
with
them.
like shrimp and stuff, and I'm a huge seafood fan, but I feel like everything they've had so far has been spicy. Like they had the shrimp and grits, but that's supposed to be a little spicier
Oh.
at Tiana's.
Yeah. Just gotta, I don't know, build your spice up. Usually about a 90-minute or more on mobile order for those places, so you have to plan ahead. Wow.
Ooh.
The shrimp katsu is spicy. So.
I want to like, okay, is the shrimp
It's
katsu on
interesting
here?
to me because it feels, I may be wrong, but it feels like San Francisco food is having a much higher demand. Maybe it's just because there's so much more things to try and it's just a bigger menu because it's multiple locations. But it seems like there's a higher demand for San Francisco food than Tiana's. Tiana's had a very high demand in the beginning, but even when we were there, walking past, standby line was not bad at all. Like it was not even like around the little like corner of the garden. It was just slightly out the front door. Not terrible. Very, very manageable compared to when it had first opened and it was this whole crazy, crazy, crazy long queue. But I really think it's really exciting that the San Francisco area got a big makeover with the menus, and it's clearly very, very popular because, like I said, the demand's been very high and people have been very excited about this. Yeah, the fluffy
Where has
cheesecake.
this been all my life?
Well, it just arrived.
It looks good.
It's at Aunt Cass's Cafe, but yes, the fluffy cheesecake is another one. I just think it's so exciting that there's like better foods coming to DCA because I'll be honest.
Yeah.
There was only a couple. I wasn't super excited for a lot of places to eat in DCA. My favorite was definitely Lamplight, and then Pim Test Kitchen was my next. Like when they opened, they've always had really great stuff. So this is like crazy exciting. Oh well, Paradise Garden Grill's always fun because they
The thing
switch out
is
the
I
menu.
feel that one section where they open it for like whatever, but I feel like we've only been in the place that has the pizza and pasta like once.
Yeah, we've never actually.
Which is funny
and
because
we went
I
back
love pasta.
There, yeah, we went back there because we wanted something to eat, and it was one of the few places that was still open. And we also went back there because we were trying to get, what was it? Or churro cheesecake, maybe?
Yeah, there was something we were trying to get that was special. Did you
Mhm.
see this bulgogi? That sounds like it'd be good.
Yeah.
Bulgogi
Oh, no,
burrito.
it was an horchata cheesecake. That's what it was.
Mm.
Well, that's what it was. Anyways.
Mm.
It's good.
Oh, it's not too spicy. That's good
Japanese
to know,
fluffy
Lee.
cheesecake is amazing. Oh, not available on mobile order, though. Good to know.
That's unfortunate.
Smart, Joanne.
So I think
get
we
a
just need to
margarita
go-
and sip and enjoy it while you people watch waiting for ramen
We just need to
love
go to
it.
Aunt Cass and
at 10:30.
at 10:30 and just get that stuff.
Get the cheesecake. That's also where my cold brew is too. So
Oh, that's our first day. We should be writing down a
There you go.
list. We have
at it.
failed. Okay, 10:30.
We did pretty good.
What are we
'cause
trying?
The fluffy cheesecake at Aunt Cass's
10:30 a.m. cheesecake.
and my cold brew.
Cake.
I don't remember what else is on their menu. And the Baymax bread is so stinking
Who
cute.
had the
If I lived there, I would just buy loaves of those cute loaves of sourdough to bring home and enjoy.
What is
That's
this?
at Aunt Cass Cafe. That's your soba noodle salad.
Chilled shrimp okay.
And it's got shrimp. There you go.
Okay.
Shrimp
That is our
with tofu.
brunch when we go to DCA. Or do we have brunch with your family?
We don't have any reservations. I need to figure out what I'm going to get from that area for my brunch stuff. Because I don't.
There's
want a
lots
soba
of
noodle
options.
salad. I know that's the problem. Is I got to make a choice.
They have tacos. I feel like you're all about the tacos too.
They're so good.
Oh,
Maybe
and
I'll
I
get
gotta
the
add
birria
this.
noodles.
Hold on, I gotta add the drink too, because you added your cold brew. So I'm gonna add
Yep.
the what is this one again? The
That's
Thai tea.
The Thai tea.
The Thai tea was very good.
Mac and cheese. Yes, that's always a winner.
Oh, that looks good. I'm hungry. Let's not. We ate before we started doing any of the stuff, and now I'm getting hungry again.
I could go get another one of those squares of the Trader Joe version of churro toffee to
Which
tie you over.
which was okay, but the real stuff was better. Don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Other
Moving
questions.
on from food, we need to
We did a food corner where we just talk about food on the podcast.
I
Food
try
corner.
to every time that I'm like, okay, we're talking about this foodie guide.
Okay,
You're like, there's not
I
possibly enough stuff to
don't
talk
think
about.
that we need to have a discussion topic on it. I'm saying we should have a section of the show where we put all the food.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Lamplight reservation at 9. App drink mobile order. San Francisco. Ooh, there you go, Olivia.
You know what's unfortunate about the churro toffee, though, guys, is it's
That's
really
an
expensive
idea,
now.
Olivia. We'll just work our way around the park talking about a restaurant or a food cart.
Like do like we did way back when we did a tour of the parks.
Yeah, but we'll do
But
a
we'll just
food
do
tour
food?
of the parks.
Does that
You're
mean
on to
does that mean
something,
we have to
Olivia.
does that mean we have to eat there? Or can we just talk about
There
it?
you go. So then each trip we'll just have our assigned places. So okay, we'll be talking about Carnation Cafe, Plaza Inn,
Main
if it's
Street.
something, we'll talk about Main Street. So then that trip will make sure we eat the Main Street foods.
Okay.
You know what this will also do? This will also help us when we're trying to choose what it is that we want to eat, because we get overwhelmed with all of the choices and usually go
Do you
through the
Think it would be a bad idea if each trip we picked one or two lands and we're like, all right, we're having these episodes
we're
coming
eating
up.
all of this
So
stuff.
the only places we're going to eat this trip is going to be Adventureland, Main Street.
I think that's fine. What do you think?
I'm afraid that they might have some limited time thing somewhere
we can
else.
make exceptions for
Okay.
limited time things for sure.
But I know we're booked for. By the way, guys, we are booked for the rest of the year. If all the interviews come through, we're actually booked through the rest of the year. We have everything ready.
Joanne Churro Toffee is $7.50
I
a
was just saying
square.
that you weren't listening to me.
I didn't know it was $7.50.
Yeah, no, it went up. It used to be like 4 something, and now it's $7.50. Yeah, it's almost doubled. But something that
I should try
weekly
making
tiers have
churro
asked
coffee.
us is we need to go back and do our tour of the
That's
parks
true,
again
but-
because
'cause-
things have changed.
Well, and DCA's very different
Yeah.
from when we first
Because
did
Avengers Campus is
That's
there,
true.
Pixar Pier's there
That's
now. In Disneyland, we have Galaxy's Edge and the new Toontown.
I like it. So Olivia just wants us to talk about it. However, I think we might need to be.
Joanne's like, I'll go do all the parks.
Joanne and Vegas Disney travelers are like, we can be the taste testers. Oh, man, I need
It's a sacrifice.
It's a sacrifice, but we can help. I also like the idea of us trying to, because we are, both of us, just in normal everyday life, are creatures of habit. We get very excited about these foods when the foodie guides come out, but then when we're in the park and have to make the game time decision, we always go to our comforts, which is like Plaza Inn and Jolly Holiday and Bengal Barbecue.
The times
and
that have
Ronto
worked
Wraps.
well is when we had a list.
Yes.
And we're like, we need to try these things, and we
Yes.
just start marking off. That makes it so much easier.
Yes. So
and
we
actually,
just need to plan
when
our
we're looking for
stuff
food, it's
better.
easier too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we need to do a foodie tour of the park
I like it.
of all the restaurants because we've done the attractions. That's what our other tour was, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we need to start, and we've eaten at a lot of the places. Like we could start now.
Yeah.
I mean, not now. I mean, we're booked out the rest of the year, but like we could start at the beginning of next year.
Well, yeah. We'll talk about this more. There's something here, Olivia. That's a great thought because we can either talk about
Run
it on
through the menu,
episodes.
like the cheese garlic pretzel.
Yeah. We can. I'm trying to think because we could either do it like add it as a segment, so like Trivia Land. It could be like Foodie Land, and each time highlight something.
So are
We'd
you
have to set ourselves some sort of time limit.
Pause.
Because otherwise
How
it'd be
about
way
this?
Too long.
Are you thinking, because this would be a good idea if we want to add it to every episode, we could do one establishment per episode.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
not like
not
a
a
land,
land.
but we could still go by land.
But yeah, and like when you and I are going to the parks and trying to
Yeah.
experience
Yeah.
everything, I think it'd be best to try
Segment.
and tag it by land.
We might have just born a new segment.
Yep. Good job, Olivia.
Where do we want to put it?
Good job, Olivia.
Where do we want to put it?
Ooh, where do we want to put it?
After trivia, before trivia, after the discussion topic?
Maybe we'll do it after trivia answers,
Okay.
because that's
So,
already
like, at the
kind
end of the show.
like the slump.
Sure.
I just selfishly want to know more about food. Where do where do
trivia,
you
though.
guys think? Where do you want it? Before trivia.
After trivia, but before discussion? Before trivia. Uh-oh, we've got a lot of options.
all the places. So nobody's going with the after answers. I just don't want to make people wait for answers longer. That's why I don't want to like put it between like trivia discussion.
Why don't we put it... Oh, everybody said after trivia. I was like, why don't we put it before trivia? Oh, Anna said before trivia. Yeah, we could do it before trivia.
So after
And
news,
then they're still waiting the same amount of time.
before trivia.
Lisa also
Lisa's okay
says fine with
after
after
the
answers.
I just don't see, like, I just didn't want to make people wait longer for answers because it's hard enough waiting for the answers. Maybe
Okay,
by
now-
the time you're done with the discussion.
Now here's the
topic, you've
question.
forgotten the
Do we just
questions.
want to do we just want to make Trivia Land a contained segment and not split the answers up? And then we answer the questions and then maybe have a couple minutes of us just like chit-chatting and then answers.
Well, you can ask them. Do you guys like
I like ending
trivia?
with the trivia answers.
Do you guys like trivia how it is currently, where it's sandwiched?
Oh gosh.
Olivia's like, I don't want to wait till the end. Do you want Trivia Land to be one thing? Okay, they like the suspense.
At the end. Okay.
We'll leave trivia answers at
So
the
why
end.
don't we put after news, but
Yep.
before trivia, we put in the
There you go.
restaurant, the food section.
Okay. We'll leave
What do we
trivia-
call it?
What do we call it?
Foodie Land?
Foodie Land.
So a question then. When we have a foodie guide, do we put the foodie guide in Foodie Land?
Oh, cripes. We could. That's going to be a really
Do you see what you've done,
That's
Olivia?
going to be a really long trip to Foodie Land.
Olivia, you have thrown the podcast into chaos. Oh, so,
Yeah. See, Olivia, that's a whole episode for food.
well, we
foodie
could
guides.
say this week in Foodie Land.
One full episode of Foodie Guides, please.
Oh my goodness.
Ha.
I don't know, man. I
Okay,
don't
so
know.
keeping trivia separate.
No.
we're gonna have-
She's saying separate foodie guides from Foodie
Oh,
Land.
got it.
So we can't call it Foodie Land
Guides do not live in. Yeah, we can. Why not?
because that's going to be confusing. Because foodie guides are called foodie guides, and then if we talk about the
I
foodie guide
think
outside of
it's
Foodie Land,
fine. Okay, Food Land. Mickey shaped madness. I don't know.
if we had more Mickey-shaped food, that'd be great.
I know.
Christmas and New Year is its own Foodie Land show. Well, see, the thing is, we try. That's like our break every year. Like we really do want to keep that as a break for us.
Oh,
Jet setting the world.
yeah. No, it's a full Foodie Land show. I think we're gonna keep Foodie Land.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Foodie Land. I like it.
let me flip back to page 1 here.
And yeah, nobody's gonna be confused as a foodie guide versus a foodie land and where they live.
I just feel like I feel like there's there's a more fun name that we just haven't thought of yet.
Food Fund Land. Do you just not want to land? Is that the problem?
No, I'm fine with land. I just don't. I don't know. I guess I just don't like the term foodie that much. I don't know.
Foodie means like someone that's gets excited about trying new foods. So I think it makes total sense. Oh no.
The foodie zone. Teresa hates it. If you guys could come up with a great name for that segment, it would
Or-
be great.
Do you like Foodie Land?
Make it a contest. Name the segment. Oh,
That's not a bad idea, Anna. The Foodie Zone made me laugh. Did you hear? Did all of you hear? He wrote it and then said Foodie Zone and then slammed his pen on the table and done. Ooh! Anyone can eat. Good one, Scott. Like anyone can cook from Ratatouille.
sure.
Write it on the list. So, Foodie Land and anyone can eat.
I can't even spell anyone. Anyone can eat.
These are always just so fun because you just never know what we're gonna get. And huge props
Mark this
to Olivia.
in the history books. October 22nd, 2023, on our stream. We weren't even thinking about it. A new segment is born.
Snack Chat.
Ooh,
That's
I
a
like
good
that
one
one.
too, Joanne.
I like Snack Chat.
Oh, you guys are so creative. I'll have
Snack
to. You know what I'll
Chat.
do? I'll make a poll. Like we'll take these ideas. I'll make a poll on Instagram. I'll also put a little thing that others can a little comment box or whatever, and they can.
I think Snack Chat might be. Look,
I
people are
know.
excited about Snack Chat.
Chat's fun, but I'll put that on. We'll definitely put that on the list.
Look, I almost think we should just go with Snack Chat. It's a great one.
Bonnie, I love that I'm here.
There
for
you
this.
go.
Talk about behind the scenes. This is part of the fun creative process of what it is to do.
You know
stuff
what?
like
It's
that.
more fun when we have an audience because
Oh,
when
yeah.
it's the two of us, we're like, what? Huh? I don't know. Maybe. We have more enthusiasm and feedback from folks, so that's good.
Okay, for real though, I'm gonna do an Instagram
Okay.
thing.
You don't
So
like Snack
people-
Chat? People seem to really
I'm
like
putting
Snack Chat.
That's Snack Chat foodie.
What
Foodie
happens if the
Land.
foodie zone gets on there and wins?
I didn't even say Foodie Zone was going to be an option. I'll
well,
put it on there for you. I will put it on there for you. But we'll put anyone can eat, Foodie Land, Foodie Zone, and Snack Chat for sure on. We'll see what other ideas people have.
Just gonna make us vote.
Yep, we're voting. Because I want to throw it out to the universe too. Because what if somebody wasn't able to be on today and they've got the most
Oh, sure.
Brilliant ideas. I mean, I don't know how we're going to top these ideas because they're amazing, but maybe we can. So I'm going to put it out. I'm going to put it out to the universe. I love it. I just
You
love
realize that means that we need to reach out to Andy, and he has to come up with another like little
he
intro
does.
thing.
Oh, he'll
for
be
it.
all over it. He'll be so excited about this. Okay.
Can he do like Ratatouille voices? I mean, that seems like the most like, or the dude. I want the dude from Little Mermaid. The like, ho ho ho.
The chef from The Little Mermaid.
We're now entering this next chat. Hiya! I don't know.
He does not do that.
Sorry.
We can talk about our favorite items from the restaurant. You talk in the episode that week. There you go. There you go.
You know what? If we know what we're going to talk about, we can actually post in Discord the restaurant we're going to talk about, and we can, in the snack chat or whatever we call it, we can say our supporters in the chat said this, because we may not have tried some things.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm thinking, like, Carnation Cafe, just because that's the first restaurant you come upon when you walk in the park. And or when
I don't know
enter...
why. I don't know why I was like, is that true? Yes. Yes, it is true. Because I was saying Disney World has a restaurant
Tony's.
like right there. Yeah.
That's Tony's. But like I've had breakfast there. I don't think I've had lunch or dinner. Like, yeah, I don't think I've had.
But
like
here's the question:
lunch, dinner items there.
Do we mess with everybody? And when we get to the end of Main Street, do we go towards Tomorrowland?
I'm thinking about the topic at hand, and that's not as exciting for. I mean, Galactic Girl has had some
and Alien Pizza Planet, and all the churros and the pretzels, the cream cheese pretzels that are over there.
Yeah.
I think outdoor vending
not-
is its own thing. Like
Yeah, but you got to do outdoor vending per land. Because if you do it like as a whole,
oh yeah, we'll be
that's
here
a
all day.
lot.
That'll be like a whole foodie
Okay,
guide episode.
okay. Fun. Okay, I keep bumping the table and making the stuff move.
Okay, so great idea, everybody. We will definitely.
I love this.
Teresa's gonna put something together. I didn't know that, Lisa.
See, learning new things about food already. Gluten-free.
What was our
breakfast
topic
sandwiches.
of this before we got totally sidetracked?
We were talking about if
questions.
anybody had questions about anything.
Okay, so other than a brand new.
Yeah, a brand new food chat.
Oh, Olivia says it should be random instead of like going around the park.
Ooh, there you go. We can have a
Wheel of
wheel of
names for the restaurants. Teresa loves the Wheel
I do
of
love
Names.
The Wheel of Names. You guys probably don't know about the Wheel of Names. So every week we put, well, I don't even, Eats and Treats is good too. Where we
Adding to
have,
the list.
so Wheel of Names is a website, but we have a Wheel of Names created that is all of our supporters. And so every week before we record, I get to spin the Wheel of Names 3 or 4 times. I always forget each week how many people we do. So it probably varies.
4.
But so every week we get to spin the Wheel of Names. It's just always so exciting. So now we'll have another wheel to spin. Get supporter suggestion once a week so you can highlight new snack, food, adult beverages.
Joanne, you're just as
That's
part of
so
the
fun.
episode, or just about as much part of the episode as anybody
100%.
else.
This is a community. That's the whole point of this.
Yeah,
I love it.
the community is the best part of the podcast.
I love it. Cripes. Who needs to talk about Oogie Boogie Bash and all of that stuff when you can talk about creating new podcast segments about foods?
I will say that Andy has a lot of fun creating the intros.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, a little more behind the scenes for you is the person that did all of those really fun voice intro things for us. His name is Andy, and he's a weekly tier. He is a supporter and a listener, and his job is he's a voice actor. So
he was on the show.
he was on the show. We have to figure out what episode that was. But yeah, he was on the show. He shared this amazing story. His mother worked at Disneyland back in the days of Walt, and she was a secretary. What was it? The Adventureland secretary or something. She was too nervous to be on the podcast herself, but he shared some of her stories. But anyway, so I just think it's so amazing that the person it's someone that's part of the community that is lending his vocal talents to make the episodes so fun every week. Welcome, Donna.
That's not the Donna. Okay, that's the different Donna. There's a Donna in our supporter chat who is going on a cruise, and I was like, "Are you joining from a cruise?"
Olivia trying to what do you call that? Pirate Oogie Boogie Bash. Get a sneak peek of. Oh my God, Joanne. Yes, Heimlich for the foodie guide or foodie zone, foodie land. whatever we're
Heimlich.
calling it.
Oh, if he could do it, that'd be awesome. I gotta
Write that down. Write that down.
Andy was on episode 179 of our podcast, so if you want to go back and listen to that.
Oh, look, and the Halloween time foodie guide.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you weren't on for that one. That was me and
That's
Vern.
what they were talking about. Okay.
I think it was me and Vern.
So,
No, I don't
Olivia-
remember if it was me and it was Vern and I, or if it was Lynn and I.
Olivia, I have questions for you. So
Choo choo, Lynn.
hold on. So Olivia, how did you get stopped by 8? Is that just because you were going from one section to another and they didn't have the band? You didn't have the band, and they were like, "Sorry, ma'am." Like, how does that go down? I'm really curious. It
That's
would be
pretty
cute.
good.
Heimlich. Oh, it's time to go into snack chat. Oh. I love me some foodie land. Eat a
Anyone
treat.
can eat. I love it.
Love it. Yes, we were leaving dinner and tried to get a churro, and they were like, "Yeah, turn around and leave." Ooh,
But nicely.
Oh,
Nicely.
okay.
Of course they were nice.
I was thinking when we were there, I'm like, I wouldn't do it because my luck, I'd get banned for life, and then my life would be ruined because I can't do the podcast anymore because I can't go to Disneyland.
But no, Ted, because they were. I don't know how you'd be able to do it. They're very good because we were going. I don't know. I stopped to use the restrooms back in in the Plaza de la Familia is
Sure.
what it's called right now. I went to use the restrooms back there. They had people standing in front of the restrooms checking your wristbands before they let you go into the restroom.
I mean, that's smart because, like, that's a good way to catch people because it's like going to the bathroom. But I'm almost wondering, I'm just curious, like, if I just want to see how long I could stay in the park,
Oh, sure.
like, I'm wondering if I could just, like, park myself somewhere and, like, not move around and just get through the whole party. Like, obviously, I'm not getting anything out of it because,
Yeah,
like,
'cause you're just
you're
on the
sitting
spot.
there.
I don't know.
But I think it'd be interesting. I bet you could get the parade out of it. I bet you could watch the parade.
Maybe. I don't know. But we don't condone that because you need to get a ticket and experience the whole thing
I mean, it's true.
because it's so amazing. So,
But they do
You
start.
just reminded me. I never made that video, that reel, that whatever. I'm so bad at.
You always
social
talk
media.
about this.
No. I have to make of the Sanderson sisters area that I was so
Oh.
excited about that nobody else really had talked about.
Yeah, I just have to make sure that I use the restroom before 6 p.m. and then sit and watch the parade.
You're like, but I just you should have been like, can I just get the churro to go? I'll eat it on the way out.
The Oogie Boogie Churro was only for Oogie Boogie Bash, though, right?
I don't remember.
Sure,
I'll have to
Olivia would know.
revisit the foodie guide
All
to
right.
verify that.
10-minute warning, folks. Any more questions?
How has it already been 50 minutes?
It's available all day, see? So she could have
Oh,
been like,
well,
just
yeah.
give it to me, please.
You're
I'm
like,
trying to give you money.
You're like, I will stand here and wait if you even go back there and get it for me.
Like you did that time when you brought Bengal barbecue skewers to me in the
Yeah.
Esplanade.
Yeah. Best churro. Oh, best churro she's ever had. We didn't. That was the other thing we didn't try. We were gonna try
Which
the
one
coffee
is
and
it?
donut, the Oogie Boogie churro.
Oh.
We were gonna try the coffee and donut churro, and we forgot about that one too. We did a terrible job at trying to take stuff. I feel like Disney, somebody third party, maybe we'll make a DL Weekly app and have this in there. There
DL
needs to
Weekly
be
app?
yes, I need something on my phone that I can create my food list on and then check it off. But like
Use a to-do app.
no, but I want to download the foodie guide into it and then
Oh.
select it from there. You know what I mean? Oh.
Chocolate cookie covered churro with green icing, gummy worms, and candies.
I mean gummy worms.
I mean, I like the cookie
The
covering.
cookie crumbling. Trivia time. What was the highest value ticket when the park first opened in 1955? Well, so I
Would it
got
not be
confused
$1?
about this at Disneyana. $3. I think it's $3 because remember Disneyana said the ticket price.
What was $3 though?
I don't know because everybody thought it was $1 and they said it was $3. So I'm guessing maybe there was some other ticket that I didn't know about. So I'm gonna say $3.
Mel, the Toontown Fountain is still closed as far as I know.
As far as I know, yeah. I have not seen reports that it is not or
But
that
out
it's
from,
opened.
maybe
yeah.
it'll open the same day that the treehouse opens.
Maybe.
Gasp.
Maybe.
Was that your vacuum cleaner?
Yes.
You
Because
said
because the dogs splash, the dogs, aka Luna, splash in the one of the water dishes, and so then the vacuum goes over the puddle and then gets mad that its filter's wet and then yells at me that its filter's wet and needs time to dry.
So, why did David from Fresh Baked ride Rise of the Resistance 30
why
times?
not? For science, Tag. For science. Wouldn't you ride
I mean,
30 times for
No,
science?
because every time I got into it in August, I waited in 2 hours in line and then it broke down.
Clearly, he did not have that issue. Otherwise
No.
it wouldn't have, it
Now the
wouldn't have
question is,
happened.
did he ride 30 times in one day, or did he ride 30 times
You're
like
gonna
over the
have
course
to
of a
watch
few
the
days?
video and find out.
Well, I gotta add this to my watch later, I guess. Anyway, I'm sorry. Oh, the A through E tickets. Well, there was only up to a D ticket for opening day, right?
I thought you were one of the dogs I was going to show off their little...
We tried the Magic Key Terrace for the first time. It was lovely. Yeah, it is nice.
He's doing... over the course of days. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, that's pretty impressive. 30 times from park open to close?
Wait. So are you saying that he is riding each big attraction 30 times? Is that what's happening?
Maybe.
Where did this idea come from?
Why not Tag for science? I would totally do it.
It just seems
Why not?
interesting. All right,
For
State of
science.
Disneyland. I'm going to see when he goes into Toontown and see if we can... That's a good graphic.
That's a great graphic.
Was this his phone? It must have been. Anyway. Toontown? Nope,
That's Fantasyland.
That's getting closer to Toontown.
There's Toontown. Nope, walls are still up.
Yep. Oh, David.
Oh, see, there you go. There's a method. There's a reason for the science. It's insight on wait times and best time to ride.
Oh.
I would totally do it. Again,
Well,
science Tag.
Well, any excuse for you to come and do it like 1,800 times. Did
You know
he
what'd
film it
also
every
be-
time?
You know what would also be really interesting too is watching or like going on it that many times back to back to back to see, because it's always interesting to me.
Okay.
This is such a side tangent. Sorry, everybody. I'm glad that you guys are all Fresh Bake fans, so you understand what we're talking about right now. But is even in the course of a trip, going on the same attraction a couple of days in a row and noticing things that maybe were working that now aren't working or weren't working and now are, like watching that sort of stuff. So the last time when we were there in May, must have been then. When we were there in May, we rode Rise of the Resistance a couple of times.
Yeah.
And like, we may have ridden it like 3 times that week. And 2 of the times Kylo was not working,
Yep.
and it was being like it's just interesting to me to see like from one day to the next, B mode to not B mode, and I'm sure even in the middle of the day,
I'm
it's
curious
B mode, not B mode, and
if-
it's so interesting.
I'm curious if he does Indy, because I feel like Indy has enough like weirdnesses.
Ooh, yeah.
Because sometimes the rock room at the end, the boulder room works. Sometimes it doesn't.
28 out of the 30 times the actual time was less than posted. I totally
And the average wait time was
totally think
42
that.
minutes. And I think that's totally true because sometimes it's
and
really
that
quick.
but that was for Rise.
Yeah.
The average wait for a Rise was 42.
Yeah, because I think they inflate the numbers
No,
because
I think they do too.
they want to sell individual lightning lanes.
Well, I think it's also to try and keep people at bay. Same thing
Sure.
with Haunted Mansion Holiday, though. Like we were just saying, this last trip, we went on Haunted Mansion Holiday. The posted wait time was 60 minutes, which, all things considering, on a Friday for Haunted Mansion Holiday, not the worst thing. So we decided why not get in the line, because that was one of the few attractions that was on our must-do for the one-day park.
Did we ride it
access.
twice? Yes.
Yes, we did ride it twice. So anyway, so we decided, why not? So we got in line. The ride broke down. The line was not moving for quite some time. Like, as in, the cast member came out and, like, apologized, told everybody the ride was broken down, said you're welcome to wait or you can leave, whatever you want to do. And even with the ride breaking down, our wait time was still 60 minutes. Right? Somehow we didn't wait any longer than if the ride wouldn't have broken down. So I do think that wait times are being inflated, especially on the more popular attractions, to try and not let the lines get insane.
So Joanne, it's not a made-up job. If you go back to way back in episode 65, we spoke to Touring Plans, and they talked about crowd forecasting and kind of compared to Disney's forecasting. So if you want to hear some interesting things about that, I would definitely go listen to that episode because it was really interesting when we did that.
Haunted Mansion Holiday was See, look, 60 minutes was nothing compared to 230 minutes.
Is 230 minutes like even... Where do you even put all those people?
That's a great question. Or was it something like only one of the stretching rooms was working, so it took forever? Like the line just was not moving. Kind of
that was
like,
almost 4 hours.
Yeah. So kind of like Guardians. How Guardians, like if one of the gantries if one of the sides isn't working, it just like clogs it up like nothing.
The highest ticket was
a
C ticket.
something like that.
Yeah, so I think the $3 or $5 I think is the area. Joanne's like, are they hiring over at? Because they actually have people go through and they crowdsource it too to figure out that type of stuff.
So we weren't guessing price. We were just guessing ticket. Oops, I totally misunderstood that. Currently 125 minutes for Haunted Mansion Holiday.
Donna, look for us when we were at Disneyland.
Oh, sorry we missed you, Donna. I tell you, the highlight of that evening at Disneyland was watching Magic Happens at dusk. Beautiful. Oh, it was so gorgeous.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
The lights on those.
Donna, you should have come found us. We were eating a cheesy pretzel thing over by Small World.
We would have shared a bite with you.
You know what we need to get back to doing? We need to get back to doing a weekly tier meetup on an attraction because we did that before. We
just didn't do it this time because of
we didn't do it last time either.
The very short break.
Did we?
We did Earl of Sandwich. We had a meetup at Earl.
Yeah, but I mean, when's the last time we did an attraction meetup is the question.
We were doing those
December. Yeah, we need to do that again. I was just going to look up the Disneyland app to see what they were talking about.
What was the first attraction to need a D ticket? A, B, C, D.
Skyway buckets?
Or the monorail. No, not the
monorail was e-ticket.
The Matterhorn?
Matterhorn, I think, was also an e-ticket. Yeah, 125-minute wait right now at Haunted Mansion Holiday.
Adventure Through Inner Space?
What was the first attraction? Oh, yeah, that was what you just said. The weekend before December. Olivia just keeps missing us.
Oh, no. Dang.
It is 8:30 already. Sorry, I looked at my phone.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Well, we're
talking all about Disney foods.
Disney food and yeah.
And having fun with new podcast segments.
All right, folks.
Ooh, the submarines. That's a good guess, Lee.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
We will be back in December. Not for a stream.
Our next park trip is we're flying out December 16th. I think we're going to go check out Walt's Barn on December 17th, and we'll be in the parks the 18th and 19th of December.
The 2 days that our pass is not blocked out.
Yes, the 2 days that we have reservation availabilities. We have our reservations secured already, so we're good there. So, yeah, that's our next park trip.
Also, be on the lookout for, on our Instagram page, the voting for the name of the food segment.
I'm going to put that out tonight.
All right.